Okay, so now we want to see how this one will work. And the reason being is because these are instance parameters. So I might have one of these doors that does have a mirror, one that doesn't. So how would we add to that? Well, if I go into this, notice how I can come over and there is a way for me to associate an image with this. But I need to add this image for this door and see how I have a door with mirror, right? And I also have that one there. And then I have this door and I want to add just an image over here. So this is an instance, right? As opposed to a type. So that's door WO without mirror, right? So now when I go to my door schedule, it says you've got those in there. And now I've got those two over there. So again, if you wanted to go in Photoshop, you could clean up around the back of that image before you put them in there. I didn't see the need to really do that here. It might make it a little smaller. I would make the image a little smaller probably. But you can see how we have some type images and then we have images for instance parameters because we have an instance where we have the mirror and an instance where we don't have the mirror, right? So you can go in, of course, for the assignment. I want you to go in and add the rest of the image for the pocket door and for the other two doors at the top, the glass wood door and then the craftsman door. You see the double door I have here in the craftsman door. I think this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. And this is 6 with and without. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. I like being able to do things like this, and I just again want you to be aware of it. Sometimes people use these things. There can be benefits to them. Of course, if you have 100 doors in this project or in a project, you probably wouldn't do something like this. But this is something that's nice if you're doing some small residential and maybe you only got 9 or 10 doors. You can put together a schedule like this. Make the image a little smaller so that the client can see what these doors are kind of sort of going to look like. And you don't have to use the Revit image. Think about this too. You could actually use the manufacturer's image of the door, right? Can we do something like this? Let's try that right quick. You know, since we were discussing it, let's let me go ahead and grab a window. And of course you can, right? If I go to Pella Doors, right? And I go to Pella Doors and I go to images and I find an image of an actual Pella door, right? Can I find an image that I want out here and save it and do the exact same thing? Absolutely. So you could give them an idea of what this door is going to look like. You can kind of cut that out and they're like, oh, that's what that door actually looks like. That's pretty cool. So instead of just using the hokey Revit image like we did here, you can actually use an image, but be prepared for it to be bigger. You're going to have to scale that image down so that it fits. So just keep that in mind as you're doing something like this. And hopefully this has been helpful to you guys. And we'll pick up again in class on Monday. All right. Have a good one.